I covered a lot of this already, so this is going to be a quick run through. Symbolism will be the downfall, the number 33 for Freemasonry. That happens to be the year that Jesus died, 33. Another number that they're really known to do is 13. So he had 12 disciples plus himself. That makes it 13. First of all, there's no rapture. It's a gathering. And second of all, nobody's supposed to die, because just like the days of Noah, he gathers his people, his punished people, and the world starts over again like Noah and his sons did. They repopulated the earth for the last time. Okay? I will be sharing this. At that time, Adonai will bring back a remnant of his people for the second time, returning them to the land of Jasharal. Okay? And in the book of Baruch, it tells you, then I will bring them back again to the land which I secure with an oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they will be the masters of it. Their numbers will not grow smaller, because I will increase the birth rates. So you see, we're not supposed to die. His children start and repopulate the earth for the last time. So I don't know what you're getting raptured off to the heavens, and I don't know why you're supposed to die for Jesus. You're going to die. You're not going to be here to start the world over again. This is what these religious institutions gave to the world. Okay, there is salvation in no one else under all heaven. There's no other name for men to call upon to be saved. You notice how many of these Christians are dying calling on that name and they're not being saved, right? Be careful to do everything I have said to you. Do not invoke the names of other gods. Do not let them be heard on your lips. So we were instructed not to pray to anybody else but him. And so his name is the only name that saves. So nobody was supposed to change his name. And I'm also going to be sharing with you because the New Testament was created by the Piso family. I told you they added and they took away from our books. Okay? And even it tells you how they tell you how Peter was crucified upside down. That was a lie. It's not in the scriptures, and it's right here in the Kabbalah. Peter, which is Janos, by the way, inverted crucifixion, Roman bishop fable. They just added to the book. And I explained that it was Daddy, Yahuwah, who made the promise to Adam that after 5,500 years that he will come down and become a blood sacrifice. You see, I will shed my blood. Who? Yahuwah. Yahuwah did. And Yahuwah and Yahushua. So Yahuwah is the father. Yahushua is Yahuwah, means salvation. That means that Yahuwah came down to save us. That's what that means. That is the word that becomes flesh. And the reason they say son is because it's for the sun god. It's a play on words. It's their Trinity, the Babylonian Trinity. And Isis, Horus, Mary, Jesus, this is what this is. And Krishna is for Christ is for Krishna. This is what this is. This is Babylonian, and this is the Indian religion. You see, Jesus equals Lucifer. Jesus. So this is the real map. So you see, this is Jasharal. This is Jerusalem. This is the Red Sea, Jerusalem. Siege of Jerusalem, Babylonian captivity. So who took us? London, the Vatican. So they established the New Jerusalem in London. Okay, Emperor Titus. Destruction of the Second Temple, near total genocide of Jehuda, which is the Native Americans. And that was the last kingdom to fall, the Southern Kingdom. And that's when they became identity thieves and took our book, rewrote it, and became Jews. They gave to the world the chosen people. Identity thieves. You see? Let me put it back up so you can see. Sorry, it went so quickly. Because it tells you identity thieves. You see, it tells you right here. Eaters of blood, identity thieves. So Titus, like I explained how they rewrote our books, they added and took away from our books. This is Titus's book. And it's interesting because he has some choice words for women, like how women are always supposed to be quiet. Yeah, okay. And it tells you some things about being a good slave and obeying your master. I will be sharing these scriptures with you guys, by the way. And it reminds the people to obey the government and its officials.
There's 3 cities in the world that run the show. DC, Washington, City of London, where the Temple Bar is. The Temple Bar is in there. That is the only piece of land in the world that is over and above the Vatican. Remember that? I showed you that? That's in the City of London. It has to be, because this is the inner temple. This is the New Jerusalem. That's why they sing the song about New Jerusalem, the most popular song in the British Commonwealth, isn't it? Because they created the New Jerusalem. They were given the New Jerusalem. There it is, in the City of London. The middle temple, the inner temple, and that's the outer temple, based on that system that the Templars brought back from Jerusalem. It's a system of slavery. Because the ones who are in the outer temple, they are the Gentiles, or the Goyim, or the scum of the earth. They're the ones that get taught exoteric religion. For instance, that Jesus Christ is pure history. When they were teaching Jesus Christ 2,000 years, 3,000, 4,000, who knows how many thousand years, in India as Krishna, and in Egypt as Horus, and he wasn't historical. They made it up. The Romans did that, the Julian family did that, and the Piso family. This is a guy, Roman Piso, elite. This is one of the elites of the world. This is one of the richest of these families. They invented the whole historical thing and put it into the Bible so that it would appear to be history, so that they could keep people in the outer temple and then enslave them. This is the New Jerusalem, guys.
Jesus never existed. The Last Supper is astrology. 12 constellations, 12 disciples. There are 4 groups of 3 for the 3 months in each season. Spring, summer, fall, winter, which creates the 4 Gospels. The 4 seasons of the sun, because Jesus represents the sun, gives and takes day and night, summer and winter. Aries is the first constellation, and Aries rules the head region. This is why Aries is standing on the head of the table. Taurus is the neck and throat. Taurus is the bull, and they have thick necks. Gemini is the 2 twins, which rules the 2 hands, the 2 arms, and the 2 lungs. Cancer is the crab, and they have pincers. This is why Cancer's holding a knife. Leo, the dominant lion. This is why he's got his elbow on the table, showing dominance. He's pointing out there is no Adam's apple, which means it's a female, which is Virgo, the virgin, the constellation Virgo. Jesus, the sun, the risen Savior, the light of the world. Libra is when the sun is balanced between summer and winter. This is why he's holding his hands out equally. The Bible is not history. It's riddled with coded, astrological, and metaphysical meanings. If you want to learn the truth, people, this book will provide you with everything you need to know.
They tell you to run to the hill when you see your enemies come and that they're going to go after us. That happened already. That happened to our people, the second kingdom, the last kingdom to fall. You will find that in the reading on Acts 8. When they killed Stephen and they went after the people and they took the books and burned their books and rewrote their books. And also the reading of our Maccabees when they rewrote our books and gave us these feast days and holidays. There's the Roman ones. That all took place already. And so in Jerusalem, Daddy's temple was in Utah. So they destroyed it and they built the Messianic Mormon temple there. And the New Jerusalem is in London. You see, this is Jehuda. So this already happened to us. Okay, so we are not, we're Haikos Hebrews. That's who we are. We're, you see, it tells you right here, Hebrews, Haikos, Exodus are the Haikos, the plagues of Egypt. That's who we are. You see, expulsion. Also, they expelled us. Also here, who? The Egyptian Pharaoh. So that's how we are. We are the Haikos. And the Haikos, we're not fishermen. That's for the marine kingdom. They gave you the fishers of life. No, we were shepherds, shepherd kings. That's who we are. And I'm going to share these images with you. You said these are the Haikos. And this Hebrew Israelites movement, we were all black. No, those are Moors. The Moors, most of them are just Ishmaelites, and those are Arabs and Iranians. We were the shepherd kings, the Native Americans, the red nations. And some of our people married into other nations, and they joined us, and they started serving Jehovah too. So we're mixed. Okay, and I will be also sharing this article, this image that I came across so that you can read it as well, on the Piso family. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, so when we fell asleep, we fell into a spiritual sleep after they took us. So Daddy put us to sleep. And when you're asleep, you're spiritually dead. So you see, this is the dry bones of Ezekiel. And then right now the Ruach is back and she's waking up her children. So we were put to sleep. So when you're asleep, again, you're spiritually dead. So it tells you right here, those who are in the land of the dead. You see, the land of the dead, because we're spiritually dead. And that's where the word corporation comes from. America's a corporation. The president is the president of this corporation, and we're under the crown. Okay? And corporation, it just means bodies. Basically, dead bodies. Again, I will be sharing all these images. I know it's going pretty quickly, but I will be sharing them with you. Okay, I covered reincarnation before. The Great Pyramid or reincarnated souls. Okay, it tells you right here that Jehuda came out to purchase back our souls from the bad shepherd, because the bad shepherd, Unam Sanctam, 1382, if I'm not mistaken, and it's blurry, or 1302, he proclaims himself to be the authority over all the souls in the world. Yeah, that's what that means. Okay, and it tells you that Daddy, Yahuwah, was not hung from a cross like they let you think that he was nailed to a cross. No, he was actually hung from a tree, because if you follow the scriptures, when we are cursed to be hung on trees. And he was hung on a tree. This is Roman Kabbalah tree. This is what this means. You see, this is Jesus Christ, Isu, the Jewish sun god. Christ is Sir Krishna, initials of Caesar. Merovingian kings are the papal bloodline, the long-haired kings. Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, their child, the Merovingian kings came from their bloodline, which is your papal bloodline. You see, there goes the cross, the two-headed eagle. Okay? You see the top, the spaceship, dragon at the end of times, Jesus on the cross, spaceships on either side. There you go. There's Mary and Jesus, and there goes the Pope. He's not my Pope because Pope means father, Papa. And you see the little spaceship, well, spaceman that he's wearing on his clothes. And I'm going to try to read this for you. I know it has something interrupting right here, but I'm going to try my best. The Brotherhood of the Snake has been the world's most powerful tool for preserving mankind's status as a spiritual ignorant creature told throughout history. During all of that time and continuing today, the Brotherhood and its network of organizations remain intimately tied to the UFO phenomenon. This is the Brotherhood of the Snake.
That's why Christians act the way they do, the artificial Christians, who believe in the historical Christ, which is the biggest lie ever told. And that lie needs to be exposed by someone who knows. Like, how about someone from the Piso family? The Piso family have had someone on the throne of Rome for the last 2,000 years. Someone of that family should know what they've done to us with the historical lie of Jesus Christ, and whoopsie-doo, we have Roman Piso, who did his family tree history and everything and went way back to Arius Piso. Arius Calpurnius Piso, the guy who was behind Titus. Titus was the general who went to Jerusalem and destroyed the temple. Remember, Jerusalem was destroyed in 70 CE. This was the power behind that move. Get rid of those Jews and establish a world empire. And they'd done that with Augustus 40 years, 80 years prior to that. When Julius Caesar, and by the way, JC and Julius Caesar corresponds to Jesus Christ. Anyway, this guy has exposed that. When you read this, you'll be disgusted at how they did it. And all the sexual innuendo in the Bible and all the stuff that they put in there to basically, they've mutilated the Bible, but it's still a document in which you can find this truth. It's still there. It's just you have to look for it. But these people tampered with it and made the Christ story a literal story. They placed it in time. And that has been the greatest evil. And how much killing have they done ever since? That's why Christians
It's a secret. This is a magic ticket.
I grew up in Egypt, a Muslim country, where Christianity is a minority, and if you dare speak the name of Jesus, you will either die or your church will get bombed. Like in Egypt right now, Christians are getting killed all the time. Last week, there was a mother who went to the front of the church and found her 3 kids literally chopped up in pieces by the Muslim Brotherhood last week. This is all in Egypt.
In Egypt,
so this
in
is
a Christian
literally
church.
In a Christian church.
Yeah. Was there any reporting at all on that?
There was no reporting. There's no reporting.
But you know about it because of friends?
I know about it because I'm following so many Arabic and Christian churches in Egypt.
Wow.
And our family, we have family there, we have friends that are there, but you will never hear about that on the news. You will never hear about that in Nigeria on Palm Sunday, that there was a church that was slaughtered. You will never hear that in Syria, Christians are getting slaughtered. You'll never hear that there are so many people and Christians dying for their faith. And we are the most persecuted people around the world. Christians are the most hated. We are the most persecuted. And it is mainly by Muslims. It is mainly by Muslims. And
Nigeria, I mean, the fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right, no one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
Thank you. Thank you. No